Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is Dee, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Page of Vessels and the Otter. And this makes 4 court cards now, after we just had 4 life lessons cards come down. All right. So this is telling me that there's people in your life helping you out on your life lessons. Or this could be you, all right, taking on these aspects day by day by day. All right, the King of Bows, as I talked about yesterday, is out there twice. All right, so you have a lot of kingly aspects. 3 out of the 4 cards are kings. And two of the kings are the same, the King of Bows. All right, now this Page of Vessels is coming to you after the King of Bows. All right, and it's symbolic of dreams and visions. All right, and the other card that's out there for dreams and visions is that Mirror. All right, and that's out there 6 days ago. What just dropped off was the 9 of Vessels, Generosity. All right, now pages are messengers. Now they can come to you in dreams, they can come to you in visions. All right, they can come to you in just a regular message. You have to pay attention to what that message is. Whether it's through the universe or whether through another person talking to you or whatever. Now this is water energy, so it's emotions, and so there might be an emotional communication going on there to make you realize something. Now the Otter has the ability to move between different spheres. And what I mean by that is going between logic and psychic, creativity and psychic, stability and psychic, those types of spheres, as well as the spheres of the magical realm, going to the sphere of the undead realm, going to the sphere of the spiritual realm. Okay, so they have that ability to bring messages back from spirit, bring messages from the universe to you. Okay, the viewer. All right. The Otter likes, they're very, very playful mammal, and they will mesmerize you with their playfulness. Okay, and maybe make you feel like going back to that inner child. They're loyal and devoted, and well tempered, and they understand both the wildwood and the underworld. Okay, so as you're walking on your journey right now with all these life lessons cards, and you had these 2 kings walking with you, the page is there to bring a message, not only to you but to the other kings. Okay, and this is the message that he's giving you is this is going to be someone who is sharing and deeply intuitive. All right, there's going to be something that's going to strike you. Okay, through a dream or vision, through that communication. All right. It's going to make you, think back to that 3 of Bows, that fulfillment, all right, and make you be reflective and joyful, and they can help you meditate if needed, all right. Again, this is going to be it could be a loyal friend, whether in life or in spirit, and they're going to be supportive of you and can be absorbed in their own issues. If this is an aspect of a person, it's learning to trust somebody. Learning to trust them with the information that you have, all right? But doing so with a servanthood of love, all right? And part of that aspect is maybe they like to live in a dream. Maybe everything we've talked about is a dream that you would like to have happen this, in the coming up, with a house or using your resources correctly, right? Again, if this is an event, it's going to be something where you could meditate, right? Blessings, able to forgive, a storyteller, for the soul. All right. Maybe somebody's got a story, and in that story, you're listening. A great example of that is 2 nights ago. I had people come over, and we were talking. The gentleman was a little bit older, and he was talking about some of his fond memories. And it was a very story-like opportunity, and that there was a message in there, for others that were listening. So this Page of Vessels comes about at a time to, after this kingly aspect of, wanting to let you know there's messages out there. And one of the questions is asked is, where do you need to let your feelings show? Where do you need to let your feelings show when you're not being selfish, when you're being selfless? If you're sitting there listening to somebody in a story and you're like this, that's showing it, with your arms crossed, that's showing that you're not really interested in what they have. All right? But if you sit there with your arms open and you let that story come to you that they're telling you, not only are you listening to the story, okay, but you opened yourself up to them. You're opening yourself up to the universe to be selfless with your time. All right? To let them know that you care, that you're giving them love. All right? And that's how you can let your feelings show. You don't have to give, sloppy kisses and awesome hugs, because you can show your feelings in a different way. Show that you're interested. Okay? You can lean forward into conversations. Use that body language, because when people see that, they're going to feel that energy coming off of you, and that's going to fill them up. And maybe that's what that whole point of that conversation was 2 nights ago, was to fill somebody else up, right? So that's one of the questions. Where do you need to let your feelings show? The king of bows, has also got that magical power and healing. And he's asking you, where do you need to take charge? Now let's see if I got this right. Okay. The King of Arrows was looking into the future, and this Page of Vessels is looking back at everything. It's looking back at the Six of Stones. It's looking back at the Ten of Stones. It's looking back at the King of Arrows. All right. And yesterday was that King of Bows. And the King of Bows, asked where you need to take charge. And as they're sitting down here, okay. So, where do you need to take charge in letting your feelings show? Maybe after, you go out there and you say, you know what? I'm going to do something for others. Be selfless. Not like that Six of Stones exploitation. I'm going to use some resources wisely, my time wisely. Okay? I'm going to create something. And I'm going to take charge and deliver it to a different community. Talk to different people. Develop new relationships. Where do you need to let your feelings show? If you're using your resources correctly. All right? And that could just simply be, hey, I had this, this extra stuff. I was building this house and I had these extra things. Could you be of use of this stuff? And somebody's like, man, I was looking just for this piece of conduit just today. Yeah, I can use this. And it's like, hey, great. You're letting your feelings show in the aspect of the, in the aspect of gratitude that you're able to help somebody else out. Where do you need to let your feelings show when you're at home? Just be grateful for what you have, right? Be grateful for the house you have, wherever it is. However big it is. If you're sharing it with others or whatnot. The King of Arrows is what must you focus on clearly. Maybe after looking within that mirror, you came upon something. Actually, all 3 cards are sitting here like this, right? Because the King of Arrows is actually, somehow I got to get it pointed toward me. There we go. So that's how it sets up, right? The King of Arrows is pointing towards that Page of Vessels, saying, what do you need to focus on clearly? And now you're able to focus on something clearly, because when you were looking in the mirror, you say, you know what? I need to show more emotion. I need to give that perception of myself, that perspective of myself that I see in the mirror that I'm not happy with, okay, to share it with others. Because the shadows are overtaking my mirror. The shadows, the inner shadows that I have, okay, are bringing me down, and I need to shed more light into my life to get to that island. And then that King of Bows is sitting on the other side of that mirror, asking you again, where do you need to take charge? Right? So the other question that, that the Page of Vessels asks is, what deeper trust is being asked of you? And who's asking it? Okay. Are these two kings, the King of Arrows and the King of Bows? You know what? I got a feeling it's the King of Bows that's asking you to, have that deeper trust. The deeper trust in what's going on in taking charge. The deeper trust in what it is to where your enthusiasm's leading you. Trust that your intuition is guiding you as you're moving forward. Trust that your intuition and those feelings are guiding you to taking charge and leading you into seeing things differently. To take some of those shadows away. All right. Trust in the wise word and the counsel of those kings, of that person who's guiding you. Trust in that home. Show those, trust that you can show those emotions at home. Trust that you can, show that selflessness with others and spending time with them. Trust with what's happening. And when you do that deeper trust, that's being asked of you, it puts you in a different spirit, puts you in a different emotion. All right? So that's today's card of the day, that Page of Vessels, the Otter. Hit that like button for me and subscribe to the channel and share it with others. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.